In the 2020 version of AutoCAD, a new feature called Blocks Palette was added, and this feature was further enhanced in AutoCAD 2021. So here I have this drawing and I've got a couple of blocks here. So I'll just go to this block panel and then insert, and here I have list of all the blocks which are available in this drawing. Now in order to insert any of the block from this library, all I need to do is just click on this and I can just insert my block easily like this. And that's easy, but also if you want more options, then you can go to insert, and then here we have the recent block option and also this option, block from libraries. So if you select this recent blocks, it will take you to this palette, this blocks palette. And also if you select insert and blocks from libraries, it will still take you to the same palette. The difference is if you select recent, it will take you directly to this tab, and if you select libraries, it will take you directly to this one. Now up to AutoCAD 2020, and actually only in AutoCAD 2020 I would say, you will have this current drawing and the recent tab. But in 2021 version, a new libraries tab is added. In 2020 version, this tab was called other drawing. So let's start with this current drawing tab. Now in this current drawing tab, you will see all the blocks which are available in this current drawing, and it is basically this list. So whatever you see here is exactly the same list which we have here as well. So they're exactly the same. So you can insert it from here or from here, it won't matter. Now the next one is recent, and the recent tab will show list of all the blocks that I've recently used in this drawing. So this is the list of all the blocks that I've used recently, and this may or may not include drawings or blocks which are used only for this drawing. So if I've used blocks from other drawings, it will show in this list as well. Now if you want to insert any block from these, from current drawing or from recent, then you'll have access to these extra options too. Now this is something additional because this option used to be available on the insert tab, but now it's available in the blocks palette. So I'll go to this current drawing and now I'll insert a couple of blocks using this palette. Now to add the block, all you need to do is just select it and then click here. So just click here to select it, then click in the drawing area to add it. Now we have some extra options here and you can use these options too. So currently this insertion point is selected, which means AutoCAD will let you select an insertion point. But if you uncheck this, then it will prompt you for an insertion point right inside this palette. So you need to specify the coordinates, and based on that coordinate, your object will be added. So I don't want that, so I'll click this one checked. Also the scale is here. So the scale is 1 by 1 by 1 in X, Y and Z axis, and this is the default scale which will be used. So you can type in the scale value if you want here, or if you want AutoCAD to prompt for scale on the command bar, then keep this one checked. Now I've checked this one, so AutoCAD should prompt me for scale now. So I'll select this one now. And the first prompt, as you can see here, is insertion point. That's because this is checked. All right, let's click. And now we have a second prompt, and that prompt is for scale. So let's just type in the scale factor of 1 and I'll press enter. Now, since we have 3 scales, it will prompt for the next scale factor, which is Y. So I'll just press enter to accept the X scale factor, and there we have it. So X and Y scale factors, that's 1, and here it is. So once I keep this one checked, AutoCAD will prompt me for scale factor. So I'll just keep this one unchecked. Also, if I keep this one checked, rotation, AutoCAD will prompt me to specify a rotation angle right here on the command line, but in this case I'll keep this one unchecked, and now you can type in the rotation angle value here and AutoCAD will add the block with that rotation value. So I'm going to just type 45 here, and then I'll add this chair. So now look at this, the chair is already rotated to an angle of 45 degrees. So let's just make it 0 again. Now this feature is completely new and it was added in AutoCAD 2020 version, and you won't find it in older versions of AutoCAD. So when you keep this one checked, AutoCAD will keep on placing your blocks. So I'll just select this computer, and now look at this. I just click here and I still have it on my cursor. So I can just keep on clicking to add multiple blocks, and to exit out of this, you need to press escape key. So that's repeat placement. And finally we have explode option, and explode option will just insert your block and explode it. So your block will convert into a normal object once you explode this one. So I'll select this block now, and explode is checked. Maybe I'll just select some other block here. So I'll select this one, computer block, and I'll just add it here, and look at this. Now it's no longer a block, it has been exploded. So that's our explode option. So these are the insertion options. Now let's just clean it up and let's look at the option which was added in AutoCAD 2021, and that option is libraries. So now using this option you can create your own library of blocks, and you can use these libraries not only in this drawing but you can use it in any drawing. It will be available for you always. So to create the library you need to click on this option, this tiny icon right here, and now specify a folder where you have saved drawings for the library. So I have saved my drawing inside this folder, that's test library. So I'll double click and now this will open the folder here, and I've got 2 of these drawings. So both of these drawings have multiple blocks, and I just want to use these drawings for my library because I just want to use the blocks inside these. So I'll just select this folder, and there we have it. So now these 2 drawings are added in our library, and this is actually right here. So I'll double click this test library, and look at this, I've got these 2 blocks. So these 2 drawings actually, and they are now added to our library. All right, let's just open AutoCAD, and now if you want to add any of these drawings as a block, then select and click inside, and it's now added. So it's right here. So I'll just delete it. I don't need it for now. And now if you want to use any of the blocks from this, then double click and it will show all the blocks inside those drawings. So these are all the blocks available in our sample office plan drawing. Now in order to add these, all I need is simple drag and drop. So select, and oh, okay, this has been already defined, so I'll just select don't redefine, and I'll just add it here. So once again, here it is. That's pretty huge because of the scale differences, or maybe difference in the units. So here it is. So I've got this one that's added here. Now, if you want to move one step back, first let's just delete this. If you want to just move back here and select any other drawing, then do that pretty easily. Just double click and there we have it. You can just select any other drawing now. Here also, when you add any block, it will be added to the recent tab. So look at this, I've got this one here added in the recent tab as well. And now even when I close this drawing and open a new one, it will remain available for me here in this recent tab. Now I'll just go to libraries and I'll just make it bigger. If you want to delete your library from this list, as you can see, I've got lots of drawings here in this list. Then if you just want to delete it, all you need to do is just delete that folder where you have the library, or just rename it. And when you do that, in this case, I'll just do that for you. So I'll just delete it. And now let's try finding that again. So I'll just go to desktop, my another library, and then I'll go to this test library, and it will show you this kind of error message. So it's not able to find it. Do you want to remove it? Well, yes, let's just remove it, and there we have it. So it's no longer available in our list. So you should keep that folder available all the time in order to access that library, because if you delete that, you won't be able to access the blocks. So I'll just go to this current drawing tab, and now finally let's talk about the view of these blocks. So right now these blocks are in the thumbnail view. So we've got the thumbnail and the title, but you can change it to any of these views. So if you just want to change it to list, detail, small icon, medium icon, or only the large icons, then you can just change the view. So I'll just change it to large icon, extra large icons, and there we have it. So that's how you can change the view of this block palette as well. And that was all about the updated blocks palette in AutoCAD 2021.